Shannon Sharpe is a creepy, nasty old man. There ain't no reason a man his age should ever in his life be dealing with no girl that young. Monique tried to tell him years ago that he needed to be dealing with women his age, and he didn't listen. So guess what? When you play around with kids, you end up in childish situations, and that's what he in right now.
We're talking about date your age, date your age. I want to date my wage, so come on with it.
Well, you talking?
As a matter of fact, I'm taking applicants as we speak. You tried to say that? What you tried to say?
I'm looking right at you. I'm looking at your backing down. You better take your ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at you. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get your old bitch out there that can love you old.
Hell, LeBron James. Because why is you dealing with a bitch that's talking about some she can't wait till you put a big black baby inside of her? Oh? Man, hell no. I just know she dropped the N-word a couple times. I know she did. And you do nothing about it, did you?
Oh, my God.
So Tasha K went off about Shannon Sharpe and this $50 million lawsuit by this OF Snow Bunny.
Hell no.
Let's get to it. Thank y'all for watching.
Of course, you guys were up in arms. You know, y'all are so sensitive when it comes to these subjects. Like, oh my God, Tasha, here you are hating on a black man. At first, you could say I coddled him. At first, you said I'm like the spokesperson for black men, and I'm always, propping them up. But then in the same breath, y'all say I'm always, holding them down. And I'm like, the only person holding down black men is Gabby. Gabby got chains, whips, feathers, bondage, tennis balls in her mouth. Gabby got the whole damn trunk.
Not tennis balls
whips,
in her mouth.
Cages, anal beads.
I beg your pardon?
Gabby got it all. Apparently, after the lawsuit was filed, y'all was all going in on Tony Busby saying, oh, ain't this the lawyer that came for Jay-Z? He's also the lawyer that came for Deshaun Watson and got Deshaun Watson, one of the top NFL players, to settle with over 20 different women. He may have played in the right playpen with Jay-Z and got a little shooken up, but he back out to work. He does this. This is what he does. And so he told Shannon for 2 months, they were in conversation. For 2 months behind the scenes about Gabby here. A 19-year-old that he had met at the gym that was an OnlyFans star that had agreed to be paid to perform his kinks, his fetishes. Everything that Gabby was saying in the text message, like, I want a big black baby. I want a big black cock. I want you to choke me, daddy. Choke me, N-word. She was being paid to do that. That was a job. That was a job. Okay, we cannot judge this young lady over her job. There's a lot of things we do for jobs that we may not be proud of or ashamed, but Gabby has got to do what she got to do. And Gabby just hit a lick. Don't be mad because Gabby hit the lottery early in life, and we still trying to learn the game. We still trying to have the courage to play on the field, okay? And so everybody out here been like, protect Shay, protect the black man. They always coming after the black man. Well, why is the black man always going after white girls? Young white girls. Why is that? Why the black man always on his channel talking about, oh, he don't like older women and this and that, and he don't like their toothbrushes and all types of stuff. Why is that? Why is it in a lawsuit that we can't even tell you what's in that lawsuit?
Don't know, and you all probably know at this point. This has been going on for about 3 days at this point. But basically, Gabby, who was initially Jane Doe, but Shannon and his legal team, they dropped the receipts, which in turn exposed her identity. But Gabby is accusing Shannon of SA, battery, and emotional abuse. She is alleging that there were 2 incidents of alleged assault, one in October of 2024 in Vegas, and then a separate incident in January of 2025. However, I don't know how if you have been a victim by somebody, right, you were emotionally and physically assaulted and abused, while you would return back to and with the perpetrator, potentially be victimized again, right? But you were so scared, you're so terrified, and I'm not trying to victim shame, but let's put our thinking caps on here, all right? And she also said that in January, she said she had unprotected sex with him despite her telling him not to do so. And I'm not saying that any of that is okay, but that is allegedly what the situation is.
I'll always be out here, black women capping for a man that wouldn't even spit on y'all if y'all was on fire. And wouldn't even buy you a bus pass to go home. But Gabby gets what she wants because Gabby takes it in the butt.
Oh my God.
Gabby puts it in his butt. Gabby doesn't discriminate. Gabby lets these black men be what they really want to be behind the scenes when they can't be out in public with what they really like and love or who they really like Diddy. Diddy had his wild king nights. Had to sign them NDAs for. And so it's the same thing with Shannon Sharpe. This is no different. And then when, guess what? These girls get tired because they wake up, their front temporal lobe, they're still a teenager, they're still 16 in mind, right? But they think they're grown. So they live between two worlds, right? Of a child and an adult. And then when they wake up one day, then they realize that I was manipulated. This is wrong. I can get paid for this. I can retire at 19. And then they threaten Shannon Sharpe and others like them to come forward. And then Shannon Sharpe said, Gabby, think about this, Gabby, how much you need, Gabby? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Gabby. How much do you need? Like, lawyer, give it what they want. Give Gabby what they want. Gabby gave me for a year what I wanted. Give Gabby what they want. Gabby got offered, give her 10 million. I'm sorry, did you say 12 million or 10 million? I said 10 million, 12 million or 10 million, 10 million. Give her 10 million. $10 million he offered her 2 months ago to not come forward with this story. For those of y'all that said Tony Busby is out to take down another black man. The only thing that's taking down black men are dildos in their butt performed by these children because they know damn well, Jay finna do that.
Fact.
Jay-Z didn't offer anything. So he out here trying to give speeches. Jasmine Rowland's speech in his Easter suit. He wore an Easter suit on Easter Sunday.
Not
Jesus
Easter
rose.
suit.
They say Shannon likes his ass licked by white women. Young.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Well, ain't y'all saying he's gay? Hypersexual men are gay. Let me say this 2 more times in the words of Umar Johnson. Hypersexual men are gay.
What?
Hypersexual men are gay. You can call it bisexual. I call it gay. Whips chains, text messages, her audio, and his audio. Jasmine, play some of this audio. Viewer discretion is advised.
But Gabby.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
That's
It's
the hell
not a
of a
good look.
headline.
Shannon,
Not a good look that you did what you did to me.
okay, well,
Well, what?
I don't know why I felt like I walked in on somebody talking, like my mama having a conversation with my daddy or my parents fucking, and it was like, oh my God, roll, bitch. Let me exit stage left. Jasmine.
Why was she talking like delayed? Can anybody give me some answers and insight into why Gabby, when they're having this conversation, it almost sounds like somebody's being held for ransom, or she's in the room with someone and she's being coaxed to say certain things.
Help me understand.
Play the other recording of him with Gabby. That's Gabby, guys. That's Gabby. Gabby is out here grabbing a check.
you know, anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like,
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Don't manipulate
Oh,
me.
no mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
I would love to hold my black brother's hand, but this is sexually deviant. It's hypersexual. It's a fetish. It's along the lines of, there's a lot of boundaries that was crossed doing this. And so when you tap into that world of messing with damn near underage girls that just turned 18, just turned 19, their minds are underdeveloped. When they wake up and they happen to be a white girl and they sit in front of a jury dressed as if they had no other option but to believe the big black man that said that they would do these things, but then took it too far. Sir, I don't even know why we're having this conversation with a 55-year-old grown man. Sir, that is theft with assault. Nobody offers nobody that type of cash. You know how hard he got to work for that cash? $10 million?
Yeah, the optics.
If she texts you no means no, and then you return and reply, I'll call you later. Nothing godly about this situation. Ain't nothing prideful about this. Ain't nothing noble about this. Ain't no morals with this. What you do in Pandora's box is what you do in that box. The only people that should be in that box is you and Gabby, and you should have kept in that box and gave her the money that she asked for. You wouldn't be out here in an Easter suit with an AI voice trying to paint yourself as a black man being targeted. Good day. Okay? Now back to that one.
All right, y'all. So what do y'all think about what Tasha had to say about all of this? Was this role play? Is this something deeper and darker going on regarding this matter? Is this an attack by Busby and his legal team against successful black men? They're like ambulance chasers when it comes down to black men who are involved with women who basically are prostitutes. Whether you're a man or a woman, using intimate moments for legal or financial leverage could be dangerous. Men need to be mindful about the women that they entertain. There is a way in which you are going to have to do these things in order to make sure that you are protected. Even if it's going to be a one-time situation, you are going to have things in place because you are not an average man. You are not the average man that can just go out here, sleep with women and put, a honey ball on a dresser. He has this pending $100 million contract once his other contract ends. As long as they don't use all of these allegations against him to make a decision as to whether or not they're going to even move forward with the contract. And women are out here looking for a lick. If you just want to sleep with different women and do your thing as an adult man, that's your business. There's no crime in that. Just like there's no crime in if you are into kink. That's your business. But I do think that this mindset that men who engage in age gap dating are predatory, but then we have Adrea Michelle, who's, 20 years, her baby daddy's senior. Her baby daddy is the same age as her oldest son. And a lot of y'all were like, well, this don't matter. They're both grown. Definitely understand that they're both grown. But what she's doing is not taking advantage of Jalen Green. However, what Shannon doing is, and I'm not saying that what he's doing, that he doesn't have the upper hand. In my opinion, they both have the upper hand. Both can be looked at as taking advantage of a person's youthfulness. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to date younger, more attractive people. Isn't that what Tracy Ellis Ross said?
Often I date younger men. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
It's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I have to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
But we are not going to say that this is empowerment, that this is about choice, while also playing games in the background. Not just about Shannon. This is about clout, cash, and cancel culture as a recipe for disaster. And that was foolish of Shannon to be that pressed for some cat from an OF chick. A man of your status, of your success level, in my opinion, to be dealing with low-hanging fruit like that, a woman that don't have nothing to lose, looked like she was being coached on a phone call. That's crazy. That's just crazy to me. Until the next video, peace, y'all.
White women, I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied.
Nah, we're not doing it. You bitches is not doing it. Y'all not about to get y'all think pieces about Shannon Sharpe, and y'all just was applauding Auntie Tracy when she got on that bitch talking about she want a younger nigga and all that, and y'all was, well, these YNs be having me like a pretzel girl, and no, shut the fuck up. That nigga can go deal with any woman he want to deal with. Now, an age limit to some people, that don't seem unreasonable. Some niggas don't care as long as a bitch is 18. That's how some niggas is, bro. Like, you bitches didn't have no problem when y'all was 18 fucking with the 50-year-old nigga that was fucking you every once in a while, but he was paying for everything for you and your friends. You didn't give a fuck. But now that you down there 40, now you give a fuck about the 18, the 19, the 21-year-olds. No. You're on the other side of life. Sorry, sweetheart. It don't work that
I
way.
don't think we've ever gotten to the place where we're takers. You know, this is what I'm getting at. And for him to offer 10 million says that there might be some truth to this, because I'm not offering nobody no 10 million if I know I didn't do anything. And I think the only reason the 10 million didn't work, Killer, I want to know how you feel about this. I think the 10 million didn't work because the pimp need his cut. You know, just allegedly. I'm not saying there is a pimp, right? Let me give you. It's just an idea.
If you don't know, then sucker, yes, now you know.